everybody, welcome back to the craft room. I am so glad that you could join me today. I thought I would show you some of the progress that I have made on projects over the weekend, or since the last time I made a yarny video showing any type of project. Like I keep saying, it's been really busy, not quite centered. There, you can see what day it is. For real, we are like getting busier, and it's going to keep getting busier, so my projects might slow down a lot, but I'm going to keep chugging along and do projects as I have time, because it is something that I do enjoy doing. Okay, first thing is that Tunisian hat that I made. So right here, if you remember that, I said I was going to make a loopy palm for it. I used some of this, and I used some of this, so technically ended up being like blue and white with a few pink and a few green spots on it. But there's the loopy palm. Not too bad. You can tell I'm not a professional at making loopy palms, but I do believe this is only the second one that I've made. So there's the hat with the loopy palm. I don't know, what do you guys think? Other than it's kind of weird. I don't know if it really goes or not. It does not go at the top of the hat. The only part of the hat that it matches is the very bottom. I don't know. I think I'll probably just leave it and let the person decide, whoever gets this hat, because I just tied it in a bow underneath here. These are all strings from the pom-pom, so I'm not going to take that off. I'm just going to leave that tied in a bow and leave it completely optional up to whoever chooses this hat. So, take this off. I'm going to stick it in my bucket right now with the rest of the hats that I've made this year. The second project that I worked on was the knit hat that I'm using this I Love This yarn. This is Kaleidoscope, is the colorway. And I made a lot of progress. I didn't put a stitch marker in. What is that? Oh. That's what that is. Those DPNs that I was gifted here recently, because it's about time to start using those. Last time I showed this to you, I think I just had 2 rows done, and it was just the very start of the hat. So like I said, I have made a lot of progress since then. This is what I got, and I believe, let's just measure it real quick, because I do have my tape measure. I think I've got, like, where am I at? I'm about 5.5 inches. About 5.5, so about another ½ inch, and then I can start the decrease. And this is the Ross hat, which is the only knit hat pattern with knitting needles that I do. If you want to find it, you can go to his website, smells-like-yarn.com, and all of Ross's patterns are free. He also has a YouTube channel, Smells Like Yarn. Go check him out if you like knitting. He's been doing a little bit of crocheting. He also does some diamond painting, and he loves yarn. If you think you've got a lot of yarn, he has so much yarn. I don't know what I'd ever do with it. I'd be so overwhelmed with that much yarn. Anyway, the next thing that I've been working on, and I snagged this cute little heart basket. It's kind of a, yeah, you can see it's a purple color. I thought it would look cute here in the craft room, since I think it would match my shelves. Makes a great project container for small projects. But I grabbed this out of a storage unit thing that we had sitting around that, yeah, well, I just grabbed it. It's mine for my craft room now. But this is the all washed up knit washcloth. And this is just a 5-row repeat. And this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I've had this printed off for quite a while. So if you're on Ravelry, you can go look that up, all washed up. It is a knit washcloth, and download that for free. And if you remember, I'm using this green cotton yarn. I don't know what brand it is. I've never had a label for it or anything. It's kind of a neon green color. And I am actually rather impressed with my progress. The last time I showed it to you guys, I was right here. And this is what I have so far. It is a 9-row repeat, and I have 6 rows done. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, 6 rows done. So I have 3 more rows to go, and this definitely does have its problems. I'll go ahead and tell you about them now. This little problem right here, you see where it's knit and not the purl stitch, that was on a pattern row, which is knit 1, purl 1, and then on the ends, the last 4 stitches, you always knit them. No ifs, ands, or buts. You always knit the last 4. I must have been going really good with my purl and just continued right to the end, but that's okay. And the other boo-boo that I have, let's see which side would be easiest. Well, I think I've gone back on it, but the last row that I completed, it was a knit 1, purl 1, and I'm not exactly sure where it's at. I probably won't be able to find it until, who knows, I may never be able to find it. But I did 2 purls in a row, so my knit 1, purl 1 got off. So I've got 2 purls in a row somewhere along in here, and then I corrected it, so I have 2 knits in a row. No big deal. But I am really excited. I'm looking forward to getting this done. This is my first major following a pattern that is not just straight stockinette or just straight knit stitch in the round. I am using circular needles. These are size 7 circulars that I use for my hats. It has been pretty easy. These don't get in my way and bang on my elbows or anything. So I'm super excited about that. I worked on that pretty much all day yesterday as much as I could, and today and over the weekend. The other project that I've been doing, it's been a little craft room project, is I'm using this. I've had this for quite a while. This is just another one of those metal baskets. Like I said, I've had it quite a while because I used to put it in one of my small, like a travel bag thing. It'd be this one right here. Zip it up, and it fits perfectly down in there and keeps the bottom flat and everything. But since I'm not using that right now, I decided to take this out and use it for another small project basket. Now, I grabbed some of this. This is just some leftover scraps. This is some of the Lily Sugar and Cream Painted Desert. And if you remember, I made a produce bag, a loom knit produce bag with this here a while back. And I had just a little bit left. I know I'm going to have to find some more scrap yarn, but that's probably not going to be a problem. I have quite a bit scrap cotton yarn. But I am making a washcloth. This is my all-time favorite washcloth pattern. Sorry about that. My old crochet washcloth pattern. Chain 40. You skip the first one, single crochet, chain 1, skip, and do every other one. So I love the way these turn out. And this is looking kind of interesting. So when this is done, I'm going to make it where it's square, obviously. But when I run out of this, I will just grab another scrap ball of cotton yarn out of my stash and continue on. And with this, I am using as an eye. Probably can't see that. Can we see that? Maybe. Well, anyway, this is a size I crochet hook that I'm using for that project. And that's all that I have for you guys. I don't think I have anything else that I've been working on or that I've finished since the last time I made a video, except my craft room, and I rearranged that again tonight. So at this point, as you can see behind me, this is my new cabinet that I got, and then I have a little table sitting right here beside that, and then I'll just show you. So over here is my window, and I have not painted my craft room yet. So I've got my window, and I've got a couple of totes here, and I had this sitting here, and then I also had this sitting here. my craft room, my project cradle with my loom knit hat that I haven't touched since I last showed you. And then my new yarn thing that I got. This is from the storage unit. It's kind of broken, so I claimed it. And then as you can see, I've got my patterns and stuff up there, and just crates with books and miscellaneous random stuff. There is my table. I currently have my laptop sitting on it and my Tunisian crochet hooks. It's just some random stuff sitting there. And then over there is my doorway, and that is my holder for my whips. Most of those have something in them, some sort of project in them. So there's that wall. And let me turn around, and there's going to be light issues. I will just tell you that now, that there will be light issues on this other wall, but I'm not going to try and move lights around. But I will show you what's straight across from this wall. I do have a little path straight down the middle, which I really like, and I can get my curtains open. Okay, well, I thought I was going to sit on the shelf, but that's not going to work. So there's my windows. There is my bookcase. It does have, they're on the shelf that you can see with the air freshener. That is like the baby yarn that I have, and my pile of crochet washcloths. And then I've got some stuffed animals there, and I'm not sure, just random miscellaneous stuff. And then at the top there's some more amigurumis and more stuffed animals, and then I have my light ring hanging there at the top. That's why it's so bright. And then right here, sandwiched between that and my yarn cabinet, is that other cabinet that I just recently got. And I've just got some random things on the shelves there. Right next to that is my yarn cabinet, and of course, you know, that's all full with yarn. I've got some project bags which are empty, hanging on the hook, and my other light is right smack dab in front of that. And then over here by the other door, or by the door, you can see that I have a couple of tubs. The top one has some, you know, random miscellaneous yarn, and that bottom one down there has some material scraps that I salvaged. And then this is looking in from the doorway. As you can see, I got my chair there in the middle, got my curtains down because it's dark and there's a little bit of a chilly breeze right now. And I got those on that side and all of those on that side. So there is a look around my craft room in its current condition. Alright, there you guys go. I hope you enjoyed seeing my progress on my projects, and I hope you enjoyed my little craft room tour. I'm really liking the way it's set up right now. I can get to my window, I can open my window, I can sit up on my window. It's really lovely. So anyway, I will let you guys go, and I want to thank you for joining me here in the craft room, and I will be right back here in my next video with an apartment garden update.